Hey Garage Gang, it's Wednesday, January 28th. The garage is on fire tonight, screens glowing, markets moving, and I'm Avatar John, firmly in the driver's seat. Now don't get it twisted, the garage is hot, but the ranch, complete chaos. We had a newborn bull hit the ground today. No schedule, no warning. Just life stepping in and reminding you who really controls the timeline. And honestly, that's the perfect metaphor for tonight. Because markets don't move when you're ready. They don't care about your plans, your calendar, or your comfort. They move when pressure decides it's time. That's why this place exists. Because in this garage, we don't panic, we don't hype, we don't pretend. We take chaos and we make it understandable. So do me a favor before we go any further. Smash the like, hit follow, and share this. Send it to the friend who's smart, but keeps getting lost in market noise. We're almost at 157,000 subs on YouTube, and we just cleared 15,000 on TikTok. Not because we sell fear, not because we chase clicks, but because we tell the truth, without suits, spin, or headlines lying to your face. All right, because today wasn't just another trading day. Today was FOMC day. The Fed walked in today and said one thing loud and clear: we're holding the line. Rates stayed at 3.5 to 3 3/4. No cut, no rescue, no free candy. And that wasn't hesitation, that was confidence. They upgraded economic growth to a solid pace. They said the labor market is stabilizing and inflation still elevated. Translation in garage language: the engine is running fine. It's loud, it's hot, but it's not stalling. And they're not opening the hood for you. Powell's message was simple: no urgency, no promises, no calendar commitment to save bad positioning. Data decides. Not vibes, not Twitter, not your alt bag. Yes, 2 people inside the Fed wanted to cut, but everyone else basically said, relax. This car doesn't need a tow truck. And the market tried to act calm, because calm is profitable. When volatility sleeps, dealers eat. They sell you smooth price action, then quietly take your money when you overtrade chop. But hear this clearly: calm price action does not mean calm conditions. Because while equities smiled for the camera, gold went feral. Gold ripped to fresh highs while the dollar got slapped around. That's not a trade. That's not a headline. That's a trust shift. That's like admiring a brand new sports car in the showroom while quietly installing generators and spare tires in the back. And then comes the gut punch. Bitcoin has the supply shock story, corporate accumulation, ETF narratives, all the right buzzwords, and yet price is grinding like a transmission that refuses to shift. Why? Because markets don't trade stories, they trade flows. And today the Fed told you very clearly, if you're waiting for easy money to come save bad positioning, you're on your own. Which brings us to the part most people are completely missing. Here's the truth nobody's spelling out. Nothing is broken, but nothing is loose either. And that's the most dangerous setup there is. Because right now, capital isn't chasing upside, it's parking with intent. Let's start with the elephant in the garage: AI. AI isn't a tech story anymore. It's a liquidity sink. Trillions aren't flowing through markets. They're getting locked into data centers, chips, power contracts, cooling systems, and infrastructure. That's why mega-cap tech stays bid even when the macro feels wrong. The money isn't rotating, it's being cemented. OpenAI didn't launch another chatbot toy. They launched Prism, a full AI workspace for scientists. That's not a feature. That's a workflow takeover. Research, equations, citation, collaboration, all inside one AI native environment. That's how capital gets locked in. Google did the same thing. Search isn't search anymore. You ask a question and you're pulled straight into an AI conversation. That's not convenience, that's attention capture. And once attention is captured, monetization follows. Once monetization follows, capital stays put. Then Nvidia drops Earth 2. Not a gaming chip, not a crypto buzzword. A full AI system for weather and climate forecasting. That's governments, utilities, insurance companies, energy grids. That's not speculative money. That's institutional long-duration money. And when capital goes into AI like this, it doesn't rotate back out. It gets cemented, which means less free capital, less forgiveness, and much bigger consequences when something snaps. Now look at rates. The risk isn't where rates are, it's how long they stay here. Time has become the enemy of leverage. The longer rates sit, the more pressure builds on anything financed, borrowed, or stretched. Nothing explodes right away. It just creeps. That's why this market grinds instead of rips, why nothing dies, but nothing flies either. Now look at FX. The dollar isn't collapsing, it's being hedged against. Gold up, dollar soft. That's not risk on, that's trust management. Big money isn't panicking, it's quietly diversifying credibility. And then there's the sneakiest dynamic of all, participation versus positioning. There aren't many people trading this market, but the ones who are in it are big. Low participation, high positioning. That's why moves feel sudden. That's why air pockets show up on no news. This market isn't crowded, it's occupied. And crypto isn't dead. It's being used differently. Spot is cooling, perps are heating. That tells you conviction exists, but it's being expressed with leverage, not enthusiasm. That's not a top, that's a transition. Add the calendar. Late January into February is a reset window. Books roll, risk rebalances, volatility shows up because it has to, not because anyone wants it. Nothing is broken, but nothing is loose. And when systems get this tight, they don't drift, they snap. Which brings us to the only thing that actually matters now, execution. This is where amateurs get emotional, because once you understand why the market is coiled, the only question left is how it releases. Breakout or flush. There is no polite middle. This is an event-driven, mechanics-first market. Calm candles don't mean safety, they mean compression. Strength looks like price clearing resistance and holding, not wicks, acceptance. Flows improving, volatility expanding with direction. Weakness looks like no follow-through, volatility staying suppressed, price rolling anyway. That's where accounts get chopped up. So here's the rule tonight. No rushing, no guessing, no forcing trades because you're bored. This is a watch the lines environment. You log the board, you mark the levels, you let the market show its hand, because when this thing breaks, it's not going to whisper, it's going to snap, and there will be no time to think, engines hot, safety off, let it rip.